road for Flatirons FC as they match up with Real Colorado here at LPS Centennial Stadium. Flatirons looking for their first win of the season. Real looking to end a bad late season skid. Holden Buckley joined by Sam Johnson here in the booth, ready to walk through all the action with you today on our radio broadcast here at Flatirons FC. Sam, Flatirons, it's been a tough last couple weeks. Dropped to 0-9-1 on the season, allowed 30 goals. They've had close games. They've had some heartbreak. Real, on the other hand, dropped their last couple of games. They're 0-3-1 in their last 4. What are you expecting to see out of this one?
Yeah, well, kind of an inconsequential game at the end of the day. But for Flatirons, the one thing you're playing for is the first win of the season. If they do win out, they'd finish or avoid finishing last. So that's big for them. Real Colorado, meanwhile, just kind of stuck in 4th place. There's a 10-point gap to 3rd. So, again, not much more to play for, but it is their final game of the season, penultimate game for Flatirons. So at the end of the day, both teams just trying to finish on a nice note and for Flatirons to get that first win.
Yeah, and I know that first win means everything to this team. And, of course, CISA already played all their games throughout the season, but Flatirons definitely has some beef with CISA after the series that they've had with them so far this season. But CISA played all their games. Flatirons would love to sneak ahead of them. As we know, CISA's struggled these last couple seasons. Finally was able to assemble a couple points. Got a really nice win over Flatirons halfway through the season. But, yeah, I mean, this one feels like their most winnable game. We know they play Athletico Union on the road as their season finale. But, I mean, there's going to be no better opportunity than the present right now. And I'm excited to call it with you, friend.
Yeah, one thing to note, too, neither of these teams have kept a clean sheet all season, so it should be a goal-heavy match. And for Flatirons, they've allowed 2 or more every game. So that's been a major problem. And you mentioned that CISA series, the 1 point they did get at home, it was 3-3. They led 3-1. So keeping a lead has also been a problem for Flatirons, trying to amend all that tonight.
Absolutely. Keeping a lead has been a struggle. They've given up two goal leads. It's been a tough break for them. I mean, both these teams allowed 30 goals on the season. It's just Flatirons FC hasn't really been able to assemble their offense the way they'd like. But a guy that could really make a difference today, starting his first game for Flatirons, Jacob Methvin, starting as striker for Flatirons.
Heard good things, so we'll see if he can get on the score sheet today. Then for Real, I'm looking at Xavier Sharp on the right wing. He is a sharp player. And Cole Werner on the left has 4 goals on the season for Real.
Yeah, Xavier Sharp been sharp as a knife in these last couple weeks. We know he scored within 2 minutes of one another and his teammate Miguel Benitez in their 2-3 loss to Albion SC in their last game played. But so far, Real establishes some control early, and they're going to play hot potato in the backfield.
Yeah, so 5 changes for Real from the last fixture, the reverse fixture at Sturmel. 6 for Flatirons, including in goal, you've got Charlie Lewis starting today.
Absolutely. I mean, Charlie Lewis started the last couple weeks. He's been solid. As we know, Whitlock sort of struggled halfway through the season. They brought in Charlie Lewis. He's been performing up to expectations, and it's these last 2 weeks on the road. If he can create a clean sheet or make the big plays, I think he could consider this a successful offseason for him. But Flatirons, after getting a nice turn away, they're going to give it away once again.
And for Real, that entire front 3 we mentioned, Sharp, Johnston, and Werner, completely reworked. Notably, Dylan Clark, who was starting on the left wing at Sturmel on June 13th, is starting at left pack today. So they've swapped around some things. The rest of the back line pretty much the same with the midfield, but the attack completely different now a month later.
Yeah, I mean, this front line for Real is incredibly, incredibly talented. I mean, we know Werner, 4 goals on the season. Sharp has 2. Both of them been super hot off the wings. They're going to be critical today. And then Rice and Johnson, haven't seen a whole bunch of him throughout the season, but he could be another catalyst for Real as Flatirons establishes control. With it now is Methvin. Methvin puts one on. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a breakout. Oh. Jacob Methvin strikes within 2 minutes.
As advertised, huh? Just talked about him. First game for Flatirons, comes in with a bit of an aura about him, expect big things, and he comes up with a screamer inside 3 minutes.
I mean, that's just unreal.
Wow.
So we'll talk a little bit about Jacob Methvin. So he's the Battle Mountain High School goal leader in a single season, his last season there, and he broke Danny Barajas' goal record, who as we know has also been a consistent starter on this team throughout the whole season. He broke his single season goal record at his high school, is now committed to UCSB. And man, I mean, for these last 2 games, I mean, he could be electric, striking within 2 minutes. Flatirons takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, cool little link there with another Flatirons player back in high school breaking that record. So, again, just as we thought he would be, a tremendous talent up front, and that was a sweet first strike for him.
And those records are meant to be broken, especially by someone who can be big help on your team. Flatirons gets control in Real's side. A little bit of a loose ball there. Gets scooped up by Real. Greg Lawaki had it for a second. This one put down and turned over once again by Real. Flatirons been doing a great job taking this ball away. We knew that passing was a really, really big issue these last couple weeks. They've been working on their passing clearly. It's been paying off.
Yeah, one thing to note now with the lead is that Flatirons have blown a couple leads this season. Mentioned the CISA one up 3-1, blew it in the second half, and then Atletico Union, they'll play them to close out the season, final game of the year. Led 1-0 for a good chunk, but lost 2-1 at home. So can they keep their nerve? It's obviously early. We expect Real to strike, but that's been a struggle.
All right, so Flatirons able to get another turnaround. They got a head full of steam if they can make it past midfield. A battle and a tough one at that. Stanley Kinch contests and brings possession back to Real.
Expect the game to settle down a bit, and that was great to see for Flatirons to kind of in the early ebbs and flows of the game to get that strike, maybe catch Real a bit off. Now you've got the lead. Can enjoy that for a bit. Expect Real to have a bit more possession than Flatirons in this game, though.
So Real gets back control, looking to even up the scoreboard. Richardson gets a foot on it. He's able to bring possession back to Flatirons. Greg Lawaki had it for a second. Going to reset back, and Flatirons take a breather. So Charlie Lewis gets his first touch of the ball. Could be very, very important. Seems like he's been due for a clean sheet throughout these last couple games. Has made a couple amazing saves. Real establishes back control on the long goal kick from Charlie Lewis. Just can't find anybody. And it's Benjamin Hurdle. Hurdle gave up that first. I mean, sort of surprising to see him seed that one right up the middle. I mean, Hurdle, Coastal Carolina rising sophomore, didn't play his first 2 seasons, but we know that he's got a lot of promise going into his junior season. High school had 54 saves, .75 save percentage at Dakota Ridge. Broke out at Johnson Community College as this one sails left to the goalpost.
I don't think much could be done for Hurdle there, but certainly one he could have maybe gotten a pod to. And just up that left wing there, driving into the box, was Dylan Clark. Gets a corner out of it, trying to cross it in. But mentioned starting at left back today, he's more of a winger. That time overlapping, and nice positive move for Real.
Yeah, Dylan Clark also 3 goals on the season. I mean, shocking to say the least that Flatirons struck first in this one, but now first corner of the game, first set piece opportunity for Real. This one sails into the box, goes way high, got a foot on it, it's going to sail out the end line.
That was Kinch, the center back post, just didn't really know a lot about that, and goal kick in the end.
So Flatirons escapes the first set piece opportunity by Real as we approach minute 7 of this one. I can't stop thinking about that Methvin kick. I mean, that was unreal. I mean,
yeah.
That's his first 2 minutes of his Flatirons FC career as Real had it turned over for a second. Really nice header into midfield. And now a lot of opportunity for Methvin once again. He makes an ill-advised pass.
Great turn, ball a bit far there, but got to keep getting him touches up top. He's going to be creative, and they can get him another look like he had in the first couple minutes, might be able to smash it in again.
It seems like Real just didn't really know how to game plan for him. I mean, you know, they have 4 guys back, and it sort of feels like they only have 2 right now. They've been investing a lot in their offense, need to make it happen here as getting a foot on it. It's Maddox Madrid. Gets that ball out of bounds. Real back on the throw-in. Another bad kick, going to stay with Real. So this one sent in. Richardson got it for a second. Can't hold on to it. Stays with Real.
And if you're Flatirons here in these few minutes after you score, just can't break. Right? There's going to be some pressure, a couple of set pieces now, corners for Real, but you have to hold on to this lead for a little bit. Enjoy some of that.
So it's Dylan Clark on the corner kick from the near side. This one sails up a little bit low, well headed by Flatirons, trying to get a handle on it, moving past Real, popping around. Nobody really establishing control, but this one finally getting jarred loose, far side of the field, kicked out by Flatirons, going to stay with Real.
And sometimes the games that have a goal in the first couple minutes are the ones that finish 1-0, but with how poor times and open these defenses have been this season, you just expect more to come. Real certainly putting on the pressure in these last few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they just cannot be happy giving up that early goal. It hasn't really been too big of an issue for them. I mean, they came in with a solid defense to start the season. Richardson, nice challenge, able to get that ball away. Didn't even really have to do too much there. It was just right place, right time. Flatirons moving down the near side. With it now is Glowacki. Glowacki battling through traffic. Gets pickpocketed by Sharp. And Sharp trying to reset it back. This is dangerous. Methvin trying to challenge. He can't catch up to it in time. Real's got an opportunity, but a mistimed header. It's going to go back to Real. So the kick in. Real's going to take a second to progress this ball. They give a long kick into center, and a lot of contact goes uncalled. Marcus Beck gets a foot on it, and now an opportunity. This one well saved by Lewis. An opportunity on the left side wing, squandered by Real. Not much there.
That was a good layoff by Benitez, and then Lucio, I believe, driving up that side. Good attempt on goal, but Lewis in the right spot.
Absolutely right. Really, the first big test for him today. Gets his first save, and now an opportunity again on the bad goal kick. This could be a good one. Far side gets kicked out. It's going to be another set piece opportunity for Real. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely bend don't break time here for Flatirons. Had trouble getting these early leads, trying to keep them. Have to start leaning on this defense. We know what Drew Sanchez, Richardson, and Marcus Beck can do on that back line. Just got to give them the reins. This one sails in. Lewis gets two hands on it, puts it all the way back out. Last-ditch opportunity, not going to work for Real. This ball sails out of bounds. Real's going to stay with it for now at around midfield.
And surprisingly, despite the 5-1 result at Sturmel on June 13th, felt like Flatirons had a lot more control in that game. Just those first couple goals, so one off a corner that probably shouldn't have been given, and then the penalty at the other end, which probably shouldn't have been given either. It's just a tough start, and they kind of lost it from there. But it felt like they had a little more possession, a little more control. It could all change throughout this match. But so far, Real settled in, I feel like at this point.
Yeah, Real's definitely starting to settle in. I mean, still unprecedented that they should even have let in that first goal from a guy who's really hasn't had any opportunity, but this one goes through. Charlie Lewis on top of it. Oh, the far long kick right into the hands of Charlie Lewis means Flatirons gets this ball back, and now they got to find a way to get back into enemy territory. Aaron Garza with it now. Garza passes upfield, gets the ball back on the give and go. Garza sends one up high for Methvin. Not too much there. Real gets a handle back on it. Now they're trying to progress it past midfield, and breakaway opportunity on the far side. Miguel Benitez. Benitez battling through. This one again sails out the headline. Real once again getting an opportunity on the corner. What is that? That's got to be their third or fourth in the last.
Believe it's their fourth. Yeah, the scoreboard just updated. So Yeah, I mean they've been attacking, winning the corners, and you'd expect. Not sure if they have really a size advantage in there with anybody, but eventually with this volume, something's going to break.
Absolutely right. Corner heading in. This one high. Not too much on it. This one goes off the top right corner. Nothing that Lewis could have done on that one, but it doesn't go in.
They're saying it took a touch, so it's going to be a fifth corner now. That was Kinch with the header. Kind of, well, I guess not. They're reversing it, so goal kick, but not a bad effort there from Kinch on the back post.
Yeah, Kinch got a solid head on it. That was, I mean, if he had placed that ball just a couple inches to the left, I mean, truly that would have been a star-studded play if he was able to get that one in. But it remains 1-0. Flatirons gets control back. About to pass. Minute 14 to play. Yeah, Methvin sort of been all over trying to pry this ball loose. So he gets another touch here. Battling through. Methvin one-on-one. Not too much. Real gets a bad hit. And going down.
Diego Macias called for the foul there, just clipping, I believe, Orland Jr. there.
Yeah, Orland Jr. sort of got not too bad of a hit,
Yeah,
but
not much there, but enough for the free kick.
Yeah, and it's a free kick from a while out. So,
and this is kind of the perfect cross-in free kick spot here. Not going to go for goal, but one where guys can kind of crash from an angle and meet the ball.
Drew Sanchez to place this ball. He sends it in. Nice shot. A lot of two guys there. Man. Neither of them could have made it work against Benjamin Hurdle.
Yeah, Methvin was the one behind Orland Jr. Maybe he could have gotten a better head to it. I'm not sure if that would have been onside, but he was certainly a bit disappointed it didn't come his way in the end.
Yeah, really no defenders in that area. I think they sort of, we know Flatirons had some offside issues. I think they were trying to do a little bit of baiting that offside because neither of them really tracked Orland Jr. or Methvin throughout that entire possession. So past 15 minutes, Flatirons sort of gets their first opportunity on the free kick. Can't capitalize. It's back with Real. This one sent back line. Miles Patton to resent back to Hurdle. I mean, right now, Flatirons just has to avoid more corner opportunities. I mean, that last one was close, but like you mentioned, there's going to be a breaking point for this defense. We've seen it throughout the season, but Flatirons does a nice job trying to take away possession from Real. This ball bouncing around midfield. Nobody has it just yet. Flatirons gets back on top of it. Real prying it loose, and a nice breakaway opportunity near side. Gets intercepted by Flatirons. Fall down, a push coming at the hands of Rice and Johnson.
I think for Flatirons here, to sway things, you just need a bit of a spell on the ball. Even if it's not that positive, just something to take away from Real. This could be it here as they play it back to Lewis.
Yeah, we haven't really seen them try to shave off some clock. That's sort of been the issue, is how do you manage clock, especially after taking an early lead. It's been a hot topic of conversation within this locker room, within this organization. Real, right as they pass midfield. Flatirons gets it right back. Nice movement from Glowacki. He can't get it back. Chasing after it is Villaputa. This ball caught by Villaputa on the far side. Passed inside to Orland Jr. Jr. with it. Back out. Far right side. Playing some one-on-one ball. Not too much. Crossing inside. Pass goes a little bit too far for Glowacki. He gets a shin-to-shin contact with Xavier Sharp on the other end.
Yeah, that tackle, I think Sharp got the worst of it there, kind of limping away. He's fine, but definitely doesn't feel great.
That'll end that possession for Flatirons. Yeah, for Real, you have to start looking at Warner and Sharp on those ends. No, Warner, he's a solid player. UCCS rising sophomore out of Cherry Creek. So RMAC all-tournament player. Xavier Sharp, same way, played for Costa Rica. Smoky Hills High School, was a standout player there. But Rice and Johnson, talking about exchanging breakout opportunities. He's a guy yet to score for Real, but
yeah,
He was scored 2 of his 4 goals last season in the RMAC Championship.
Yeah, scored the first goal of the final last year.
So this long goal kick meant to hit Glowacki. He just can't really get a handle on that ball, but seems like he does win possession on Real's side after battling on the 1-on-2.
And that RMAC Championship, it was MSU Denver and UCCS, so a lot of players on this field playing for those two colleges and in the rest of USL 2 as well.
So the long throw in for Methvin. This one sent into the box. Not too much there, and a nice foot on it by Viaputa. It's going to get too much. He's going to try it again. Nothing there either.
First one was a scissor kick from Viaputa. Got blocked both times. This is good pressure, though.
A different level of pressure that we're seeing from Flatirons. They could get a third chance opportunity here, crossing into the box. Nothing much, and that's going to get called. Yellow card handed out.
Al Said gets booked there. Nice little shimmy and step over to get into the box, but
looked like that could have been, that contact could have gone either way, but they're going to hand out the yellow to Al Said, member of the Iraq national team, U17, team back in the World Championships in 2022. A guy that brings a lot of production in that midfield. He's playing on that far wing. That time, yeah, just got a little too much contact in the penalty box, and it's a goal kick for Hurdle.
Positive move, though. It does seem like Flatirons, when they get to that attacking third, which has only been a couple times, that they do have that creativity and finishing ability. Of course, they've scored goals all year. It's been keeping goals out. That's been the main problem.
I like some of the pressure that we're seeing from Real, too, trying to abuse that defensive line. But now Glowacki traveling upfield. Glowacki makes a nice pass to Methvin. Methvin tries one. A little too slow. I think he's looking for his crossing teammate there. Just couldn't find him.
Yeah, wanted the through ball. Hit it a bit too heavy in the build-up. I want to shout out Viaputa. Great touch back to the midfield to create that opening for Glowacki.
Yeah, he had a lot of open space. But some battle on the near side right in front of the Real bench. They seed with Real. Going to get possession back. Pass on that back line. Miles Patton all the way out for Stanley Kinch. Kinch going to scan. Looking for a way to set Real back up. Set back to Kinch, back to Hurdle. Yeah, just looking at that last win. Those Real's biggest win of the season. Plus 4 goal differential for them. Flatirons, biggest loss of the season. I mean, but these are two different teams than what we saw earlier in the season. I mean, as we know, Utah just clinched as well as Storm. They're both heading to the USL League 2 playoffs.
Yep.
And this has been the most competitive the Mountain Division's been in a hot second. And a team like Real, who may have finished in playoff contention in previous seasons, the bar has been raised that much. So Real been on a bad late season skid. This one goes uncalled. Real gets it back. Nice tackle made in midfield. Flatirons has a handle on it for now. Goes back to Viaputa. Passing around, trying to escape. Flatirons keeps control. That ball, last touch by Real.
Yeah, I feel like you could break down the Mountain Division to maybe 3 or 4 levels. You could put Storm at the very top. They've been great. Maybe group them with the top 3, Utah United and Albion. You've got the middle of the pack, Real and Atletico Union. Union, of course, a new club this year.
Breakout opportunity for Sharp. Sharp has a one-on-one. He tries this one. Well defended. Maddox Madrid able to get a foot on it to send it out the end line, but again.
Now it's corner number 5.
Yeah, the set piece opportunities just keep on coming. But 22 minutes in, Flatirons yet to concede a goal.
And just to continue, then you got the bottom of the division, CISA and Flatirons. Of course, the big mission is if you win your final 2 games, they're up right now, you top CISA, you avoid finishing last. So that could be a big takeaway from the season.
Absolutely right. Corner kick for Real. This one sent into the box, well headed out. Looked like Richardson on that one. And it's sent out for a throw-in on the far side. Hey, at least it's not another corner.
Yeah.
barely snuck out the far sideline. Now long throw in. Well cleared by Flatirons. Again, Methvin gets in motion so soon. He could have a 1-on-2 opportunity if they find him on the long ball. Even if he can't get a handle on it, still could put them in a good position. But yeah, I think something that Colorado Storm's just done so well with is their recruiting class this year was just absolutely incredible. I mean, you have Xander Sevian, Gatorade Player of the Year. They did such a good job revamping their organization from last year as Real, with an opportunity now in transition. Flatirons gets it right back. But yeah, Storm utterly deserving of that first seed. Utah battled hard all season. Also deserving a lot of success throughout all 3 levels of their, pardon, all 2 levels of their organization. Nice pass inside, intercepted by Flatirons. With it now is Viaputa.
Storm had that badge revamp as well, which I'm not sure if it's a good badge now, but they went a little bit more modern with it. Maybe fits the USL 2 landscape better. And as you mentioned, the whole top-down changes have produced now them as division champs. And for Flatirons, I mean, it's been a tough decline now. Division champs 2024. Last year was 4th place. Bit disappointing the way they started. And then this year, right now at the bottom.
Let's kick back up. By Real, unable to find Miguel Benitez. Whistle comes in. Ref's going to have a conversation with Diego Macias on the Real side. It's a reset back to Nitch. Passing around this back line. These corner kick opportunities from Real just not as well placed as you'd like to see. Flatirons would love to see some pressure here. Methvin, some hands on Stanley Kinch, just can't get a breakaway opportunity for him. Real finally possesses this ball past midfield. Long ball out to the near side. Xavier Sharp with it. Sharp trying to go one-on-one. He tries to find inside water, unable to do so. Flatirons had a handle on it, but sends it out the near sideline. It's going to stay with Real. John Lucio on the throw-in. Lucio plays it short. Back to Lucio. Puts one on, trying to get across in there. Just couldn't find too much of anything. Cleared out by Flatirons, and here's the 1-on-2 opportunity. This ball placed high up. Methvin on an all-out sprint. Can't catch up with it before the reset.
He outpaced Stanley Kinch, one of the center backs, but his partner back there, Patton, able to cover. You can see the speed, and your expected goals are going to go up if Methvin gets more touches. That's for sure.
Yeah, I won't stop talking about it until another team starts scoring, because that Methvin goal right up the center, I mean, it was so gorgeous, and it just felt like such a sigh of relief on this Flatirons team that's tried so much early in games and just has not found their rhythm offensively. I mean, that was only their 11th goal scored through 11 games. That can just it's tough for a team like Real. They've been able to find goal scoring, but again, Mountain Division's tough, and Flatirons just a disappointing season. But every time a player breaks out late in the season, it's just gives you more excitement as a fan, more excitement as a player going into next, knowing that you're already building synergy with guys that could absolutely come back for a second or third season. Guys like Methvin, Viaputa, Glowacki, guys that have been great mentors on this team, have been performing well so far in this one. So a battle on the center line. It's going to be given to Flatirons on the throw-in. Throw-in goes in, looking long for Methvin. Methvin couldn't find inside juice there. Ball's going to get reset back to Hurdle. But it seems like the game plan now has really just been to catch Methvin in transition. I mean, a true striker opportunity for him. Sort of decided to not necessarily do too much on the wings. You know, Al Saeed's had a couple opportunities.
There's been a lot of space through the middle for Methvin. I feel like, can they give him another chance to exploit that? Because he is really good in space. But Real, when he does get the ball, is going to be swarming, so he will need help too. Can guys push up? It's going to have to put in a big workload today if you want to hold on to this win.
Long ball in transition. This one lofted over. It could go in. Not even going to go after it. Real evens it up. Xavier Sharp on the goal. Gets this one just above Charlie Lewis, and he's going to be kicking himself for the remainder of this half.
Yeah, tough one to judge, but at the end you have to be there to stop it. And I believe it was Benitez maybe who had the chip. Either Sharp or Benitez there, and just gets it over, rolls in. Tough as a goalkeeper when you're looking back at the goal and the ball's rolling in.
Yeah, so Real evens it up. Sort of what we talked about. It felt like the flood chambers would be released, but again, trying to catch Methvin in transition. He's got an opportunity, and they're going to call it.
Yeah, offside there. Got me out of my seat for a moment, but flag goes up. Would have been a tough 2-on-1 to win.
So Real establishes possession once again. But yeah, what a just solid effort by Real, not giving up on that play. And now another opportunity up the middle. Ill-advised pass. Deflected well by Flatirons. Diego Macias gets back on top of that ball. Goes back out to the far side. Shepard on it. Shepard lost this one. Far side for Warner. Warner puts one on. Sails out the end line.
Good intervention by Marcus Beck. Ends up as a corner, but probably a vital touch in the end. Real now really hunting that go-ahead goal. This would be a just devastating way to squander the lead within half an hour if they can find a way through on this sixth corner.
Yeah, that's 6 too many corners at this point in the game, but this one sent into the box, and oh my goodness.
There it is.
Real gets their second in impressive fashion off the 6th corner. Finally make the most of the set piece opportunity.
Couldn't tell really how that went in, what head it came off of, but back post and Lewis in net just was not direct and big enough. And so again, just like that, the lead goes away.
It's one of those midfielders, Diego Macias or Miguel Benitez, couldn't necessarily know whose head it went off of, but finally a well-placed corner finds Twine for Real. Now Flatirons playing with the deficit. So that was actually Ryson Johnston. Yeah. Wow, he gets his first. An impressive fashion. I mean, it was one of the guys that I had circled for a guy that we could see have a breakout game. He sort of, it's his first goal, and now he got that entire front line. All have found opportunities throughout the season. No excuses for Real. Going to have a productive game in their season finale. They can't really move around in the standings, but again, you definitely want to perform in what is your last game of the season. Had a couple rough games as of late. So it's Xavier Sharp near side. See if he can extend the lead. Xavier Sharp, nice ball movement. Back out to the top of the key. Dribble it back. Pass back out to Kinch. Now Real can sort of play the waiting game until they find the right passing lanes. This is a good one, far side. Passing through traffic, lofted high and over the top post.
And for Flatirons now, it's about escaping this first half without conceding another goal. Maybe you have one more chance on a counter yourself. Well, this is 7 corners now, 7 shots as well for Real. No surprise they found the back of the net a couple times. And for Flatirons, 3rd time they've blown a lead this season. Not as devastating as the 2 second-half ones against Atletico Union and Sisa, but still going behind after that early goal.
So another corner sent into the box. This time Lewis gets a nice slap on it. Not super far though. Real puts another one on. but off target.
Decent go there from Shepard. That time a pretty good punch from Lewis. It's not easy to read corners with all those bodies in front of you, but well defended that time.
Yeah, Shepard got a nice leg on it. Again, just too many bodies to work through for both those guys. Flatirons still down by 1. About 15 minutes left. If you include some of the extra time will be given at the end of this half. But, I mean, yeah, Flatirons has to find a way to even up the scoreboard. I mean, this would be, I don't even know how many leads they would have given up on the season, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 goal leads. I mean, it's been all the above for Flatirons. Gotta find a way to build your momentum, keep your momentum, and get opportunities for the guy on the wing. I mean, Greg Lewacki had a solid stretch where he was playing top-level ball. Same with Philly Viaputa. Orland Jr. I mean, we know these guys can handle the responsibility and have meshed well with their teammates, and I just don't know how they're not getting more opportunities within this offense. I mean, I know Methvin kicked off scoring, but he's not the only guy that can be down there, and he gets a chest on it. Means Flatiron's going to...
Yeah, I think a free kick there was Kinch who was defending on his back, and I'm not sure if there was really a pull down there. It was more of Methvin trying to chest the ball and falling back himself, but gets the free kick regardless.
Absolutely right. So finally, Flatirons can try to sequence their offense. A reset back to Richardson. Richardson out to Madrid. Now it's Madrid going to cut up field, trying to do some give and go, and now it's an opportunity for Methvin. Methvin one-on-one sends it right into the goalkeeper's hands, and the save by Hurdle. But Hurdle gets a lot of contact.
What is going on here? Oh my goodness.
Methvin had another opportunity.
Mad box.
Absolutely insane, and finally Real gets the clear. Not totally sure what was happening.
We'll break that down in a moment. Oh my goodness.
I mean, all I was really seeing.
Yeah, so Methvin probably would have been better off shooting near post there. I think he could have scored from that. Tried to go far post, went right at the keeper in the end. The stop was made there and then just kind of hovered over the ball. I didn't see what happened right before that. Then eventually jarred loose by Flatirons. Methvin with a sliding tackle on the keeper. Got cleared out. Some nice push up here for Flatirons. What a crazy sequence there.
Well, all I saw was Kinch just absolutely on top
he was just
of
laying
Hurdle. That was shocking.
Yeah, I'm
but
not sure what Kinch was doing. Not sure what Hurdle was doing.
I just wonder if he was trying to protect his goalkeeper, but whatever it looked like.
It's a hefty challenge.
Yeah, wow, what a challenge from Real. Now another opportunity for them. It's a one-on-one. Richardson in coverage. Moving down is Ryston Johnson looking for his second. Johnson puts one on right into the legs of Richardson. Flatirons trying to get this ball back in the corner, able to save it just in time, and yikes. It's gone down on the near side for Flatirons. Necessarily Kanchu was challenging that. I think it could be. I mean, Madrid is going and talking to the ref, trying to argue for increased punishment for Real. Not going to get too much, but everybody back on their feet now.
A weird spot for a free kick right in front of your own corner flag.
Yeah, interesting. But Charlie Lewis hasn't done that all too much in his young career, but ball does get reset back to him. He's going to scan. Coach is yelling, asking players to just try to get open within this offense. That was just a missed time goal kick squandered by Flatirons, and now it's Viaputa trying to navigate through traffic, kicked out. Flatirons reestablishes possession on the near side in their own half. Pass up into center field, trying to navigate through traffic. Nothing too much there. Reset back to Madrid. Madrid scanning, finds the open man in Garza. Garza's been trying to run this sort of point style where he's looking to navigate through that midfield. Just hasn't really had the opportunities he's needed so far. Again, we know he hasn't started the whole season, but A nice, well-placed ball, one-on-one opportunity. Aaron Garza stays on side. Garza has an opportunity on the near side, looking for the cross. Nothing there. Goes out the end line.
Good work dragging it to the byline and then cutting it across, gets the corner out of it. Good pressure in the 6-yard area, and that was a positive move up the pitch from Flatirons. Bailey Rouse, head coach, was really frustrated early off that free kick because they gave it away, but they got it right back, build up. Nice through the midfield. Now you got a nice set piece after it.
Yeah, Flatirons taking a little bit different approach from Real on the corner kick. This one sent in a little too far on the box. Trying to catch up with it on the far side is Orland Jr. This ball sent out, going to stay with Flatirons. It's been another consistent thing that I've noticed just through watching this team this season is it seems like off the set piece, Flatirons has had a decent amount of struggles. They haven't really been able to find their identity and be on the same page when it comes to what you want to do off these set pieces. But an opportunity this time well cleared out by Flatirons. Really nice challenge by Benjamin Hurdle to jump up, try to control that ball going down.
Yeah, they got the whistle, Real in the box there after Hurdle went down. Long throw, that time all the way in. With some whip behind that. It was like don't know what the path behind the head that ball took, but interesting technique. It got all the way in. That was a good spell there from Flatirons, but you still have to see this last 6 or so minutes out. Probably going to be a couple added minutes because of the goals, but certainly cannot afford to concede another one before the half.
It's been a fast-paced game so far. Both teams haven't really had too much struggles in the midfield, which is a breath of fresh air for Flatirons, but Real just playing a better ball game so far on this one. They keep possession into Flatirons territory, reset back out to Kinch. Kinch back to Patton. Patton sends one in. Shot on goal. Well saved by Lewis. Lewis diving nice and low to get a hand on that ball. Sending it past the left side of left goalpost. Flatirons survives once again.
Decent hit from Cole Werner and Lewis, that time up to the task. Another corner here, though. They're going to crowd again. A lot of red in the box. Is that the 8th corner or is that the 7th?
At a certain point, might just have to stop counting. This one had it sent in. Lewis got a nice big hand on it, but again, just right back out that end line. And what, that number 8?
You can tell Lewis fed up with these corners. I mean, they're attacking right at him. Has to be aware.
A little bit of pushing and shoving in the box. Maddox Madrid settled down a little bit. Corner heads in. Charlie Lewis goes up for that one. Tries. Looks like he was going for a basketball dunk there. He's trying to posterize him.
Yeah, went to grab it initially, but a Real head got to it. Flicked back up toward the goal, and he dunked it over the crossbar, basically. Out for another corner. Man.
Yeah, added to a basketball highlight reel. There's another corner kick, far side for Real. Headered in. Real gets their 3rd.
Waving it off, it looks like. That was similar to the 2nd goal, though. Looked almost exactly the same with Kinch on the back post. Flatirons appealed immediately, and it gets waved off. So, contact with Lewis there, I think, maybe?
Yeah, either contact with Lewis or he was...
Had to have been.
Guess he was just playing a little bit too aggressive. Right next to Lewis there would have been Kinch's 1st, but does get waved off. Once again, sigh of relief for Flatirons as they have an opportunity on the breakaway if they don't see this ball, which they do. This ball sky high for Real if they can get a handle on it. Find Xavier Sharp, trying to work his way through traffic. Nice opportunity. Guys moving. Nice passing lane broken up by Maddox Madrid. Madrid makes the pass to Villaputa.
Good switch as well.
Yeah, beautiful switch. It's a far side for Al Said. Makes the pass. Also gets intercepted. No. Foul drawn. Whistle's blown. So Real takes it back. Al Said with a mistimed pass into midfield. Gets picked off.
Counter had some promise there. Just Al Said, once he got the ball, kind of got it caught under his own feet and couldn't progress from there.
Diego Macias on the pickoff. He's been sort of facilitating this offense so far. He finds a long ball over the top. Flatirons trying to stay on top of it, battling. And a long kick out. Nice challenge by Marcus Beck, trying to get involved there. Means a goal kick for Charlie Lewis.
Yeah, Benitez, in the end, kind of won that duel. Ended up getting a left foot to it. Just couldn't finesse it enough over the top of Lewis. And for Flatirons here, it's about putting out fires and surviving these last couple minutes. It does feel like they can find a leveler with Methvin up top. Maybe something else breaks, but there's been a couple moments toward the end of the second half when Real's had that control where they have looked threatening.
Yeah, I mean, Real's just been sort of nonstop all day, especially on this defensive side. I mean, we know they got sort of bullied in the first couple minutes, but they've been locked down so far, able to find the right passes. Is this one challenged on the far side by Beck? It's going to mean a throw-in for Real. Finding inside water, an opportunity. Ball sails out the end line. So couldn't catch up with it as Warner. Again, another opportunity as we approach the end of the first half. Going to get a couple minutes of stoppage time from those 3 goals that we talked about. So Lewis sends one sky high all the way out, looking for Glowacki. Couldn't get it, but it does buy him a throw-in. Throw-in goes inside, and contact goes. A free kick for Flatirons. It was Methvin that went down, and a yellow card handed out to Real. Methvin did a great job selling that contact. Tried to go down as soon as he possibly could. He nearly got the nice pick off. It looked to be Xavier Sharp.
Flatirons had a free kick similar to this one early on. A bit closer, but it's going to be Drew Sanchez to come up and take this one again. And these are threatening because you're crashing in at that angle right to left, and the ball perfectly meets you if it's there.
This is the best opportunity Flatirons is going to get. This one sent in well into the box, and a tough hit in the box. Holy moly.
Tough collision, offside anyways, so then the follow-up opportunity skied over wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, that was a hefty collision. Showing a yellow here, or no, just raising his hand. Sorry, it looked like a card for a second. But man, that was quite the collision.
I mean, that's what you sort of get when you have all those guys crossing through. I mean, not much you can do as a defense other than try to be physical, stop some of those guys from breaking free, but Real survives the free kick. About a minute into stoppage time. Curious when they decide to call this half. Hurdles telling all his guys to go long, as you'd say in backyard football. Everybody trying to clear past midfield. Hurdle's going to look for something from distance. Long ball over the top. Well challenged by Villaputa. Sends it the other way. And wow, a nice 5-on-6 opportunity for Flatirons. They're going to slow it down. Wait for their crossing pieces to come in. On the far side, Al Saeed trying to battle through contact.
Gotta hurry because probably the last chance for the half.
Yeah, they're going to...
Long throw from Methvin. It's going to be the method.
Absolutely right. I mean, based on his performance today, he could be put anywhere on the field, and I would trust him as this ball sent well high into the box. An opportunity. Diving on top of it is Hurdle.
Got past Hurdle and then cleared off the line. It wasn't coming in with much pace toward the line after Hurdle got the touch. Covers in the end. That's half.
Yeah, first half called about 2 minutes into stoppage time. An exciting one here at Centennial Stadium. Flatirons up 2-1 on Real Colorado. We'll step aside for about 15 minutes. We'll get you this second half of action. Holden Buckley, Sam Johnson. We'll see you in just a second.
Welcome back to LPS Centennial Stadium. Sun setting in Littleton, Colorado, 2-1. Ready for the start of the second half. Real Colorado and Flatirons FC. Flatirons FC in their penultimate USL 2 match of this season. This is the final match for Real Colorado. Ball being slowly rolled up to the center line. Real Colorado will be kicking off left to right here, attacking the left goal. Flatirons attacking the right goal in their white and black uniforms. Real Colorado in the all red, shining in the fading sunlight. 2-1, Sam Johnson alongside Holden Buckley. First goal inside 3 minutes from Methvin. First game he's played for Flatirons this season. Comes in, major impact immediately. Great footage of the goal as well. Happy for the media team to grab that. Kickoff deep into the Flatirons end as Real try and win it back immediately. The 2 goals to take the lead for Real came within the half-hour mark. One off a corner, the other a nice chip by Benitez, and the corner scored by Rice and Johnston. There were 9 corners in that first half. Deep throw here for Flatirons on the wrong side. 9 corners, Holden, in the first half for Real. One found the back of the net. One got waved off because of contact on Charlie Lewis. But Lewis was being peppered. You could tell it was ticking him off a bit. How did they settle this game down, not allow those kind of opportunities in the second half?
I mean, Real's done a great job on these corners of just really stacking up the box, making it super different to get these balls cleared, getting second chance opportunities.
Searching for Methvin, header over the top. Methvin on the case. Methvin volleys just wide of the left post. Good hit. Could have been a second there for Methvin. Had Bailey Rouse, head coach, jumping up and down for a sec.
Well, Methvin, like we remember earlier, I mean, he had a strike and a really solid shot on goal a little over halfway through that first half. So he got a nice angle on it, decided to go far side rather than near side. Definitely could have scored in that one. And then another case where he had the right shot, it just wasn't positioned in the right spot, made it super easy for Hurdle.
Goal kick for Real. Hurdle didn't like the first ball he was given, so got a second one. That's why there was a bit of a delay. Hurdle shielding the sun. It's coming into the eyes of Real.
Yeah, talk about maybe a disadvantage that they didn't really foresee in this one. Wonder if it means that Flatirons will try to attack that far side a bit more, knowing that it could possibly throw off.
Long ball one to the midfield for Real. Bit of a jostle for it. Dylan Clark comes off his foot in the end. It'll be a throw-in on the near side at the midway line for Flatirons. Wanted Al Saeed down the line, fielded by Kinch. Throw for Real deep in their own end. Mentioned off the rip that kind of an inconsequential game, but both teams want to finish on a high note, Holden. And again, for Flatirons, if they do win their final 2 games, they top CISA in the Mountain Division to avoid finishing last. But a lot of work to do if they want to win 2 in a row here.
Yeah, and that requires beating Atletico Union.
Good clear by Real. Benitez on it. He's beaten Richardson. Benitez gets shouldered off. Still Benitez. Saved by Lewis. Richardson down in a heap in the box right now in pain. On the far side, gets knocked out. It's a Real throw in the attacking third. Now a whistle to check on Kieran Richardson, who was defending Benitez with his life there.
Yeah, Benitez pretty much on an all-out sprint there. Richardson, I think, just caught a little too much of him. Went down, and yeah, he looks like he's hurt and grabbing that left shoulder.
Training staff out for the 21-year-old from England. Plays collegiately at UCCS. 1 goal on this season.
Yeah, played 400 minutes there. I mean, he's been a consistent starter for Flatirons FC. I almost want to say he's started nearly every game for Flatirons FC. Probably already racked up more minutes than he did last season at UCCS. But man, shoulder injuries can play through him at points, but seems like Richardson able to
back on his feet now, but gripping that left shoulder. That was a hefty bump by him to gain back control over Benitez, who, again, Benitez probably hunting a chip there, scored that chip over Lewis in the first half. That was the first Real goal. Second one came fairly quick after that off a corner to take the lead. So Real with a throw pushed up here in the Flatirons end. Richardson's going to be off for now. He steps out on the near side. So currently down a man for a second. This is a header that flicks on calmly to Lewis. And Richardson now can step back on. So a couple of changes at the half we should mention. Marcus Garcia is now on the right wing for Flatirons next to Methvin. And then Real made 2 changes. Brian Vasquez and Eduardo Macias steps in as well. Benitez up the midfield, swings it left wing, entering the box, cuts it across, nobody there, and skied out into the stands. Be a throw on the near side. Dylan Clark gets it in for Real. Dragged it between the legs of Orland Jr., won back by Real. Here's one of the halftime changes. Brian Vasquez on his right foot, curls a ball in. Back post, couldn't be controlled by Macias. So the 2 substitutes trying to link up there. That was a pretty good chance there. Macias certainly wanted that.
Yeah, the speed and handles by Brian Vasquez to once again escape there, send a ball well placed, but fortunately just couldn't get it done on the far side. But both Macias, Benitez, and Sharp all just have that speed that you're really looking for when trying to press up that wing. That could be something if they can't find anything else with these corners. The next thing to look at, the way they've been scoring goals all season.
Goal kick from Lewis, still free in the midfield, 2v1. It's back to Kinch, who volleys it away for Real. Control by Drew Sanchez to the midfield to Villapadua. Flatirons can build up. Sanchez on the near side fits it to Villapadua. Villapadua was a bright spot in the midfield in the first half. On the ball again here. Dribbles around a few, eventually dispossessed, but wins it back nicely. Shoves it to Orland Jr. Fakes a shot. Up now to Garcia. He gets shoved down at the edge of the area. It's going to be a free kick and a pretty good spot here for Flatirons and a card for Real. Yellow shown to Diego Macias. You wonder who takes this here. Methvin certainly got a good foot on him, scoring that beautiful curler inside of 3 minutes. Drew Sanchez is the one standing over this for the moment.
Yeah, well, way to go for Marcus Garcia, matching what Brian Vasquez was able to do. Both 2 bench pieces coming on the second half, already making an impact. But yeah, absolutely, you got to wonder, is this going to be enough? Drew Sanchez to take the free kick.
UCCS grad, assistant coach now for MSU Denver's women's soccer, joined in February. Stands over a free kick that is, say, about 8 yards beyond the box. Bit off center to the right. Stands in front of a 4-man wall, and then a singular defender placed to the left of that 4-man wall for Real. And the goalkeeper's got sun in his eyes to deal with, so that could be a factor here. Sanchez takes into the wall and cleared out. Be a throw for Flatirons. That's certainly one there. If you can just get it on goal, maybe the sun helps you enough.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him use the sun there. I'm surprised that he didn't at least just try to send it super high. Hope it gets lost in that evening sunlight, because you really don't have that 5 minutes from now.
Flatirons move it up again. Orland Jr. tried to fit it through to Methvin. He's got the Flatirons goal today in his debut for Flatirons. Hurdle, no nonsense, clears it the other way. Good header by Marcus Beck. Flicked further for Methvin shielding. He's done a lot of shielding today. It's a tough task, having to hold up play. Another throw for Flatirons. Good sustained pressure here in the early stages of the second half. Villapadua switches it to the left. Not enough on that ball. Headed ahead to Macias. Another clear by Real. Beck misses a header. Benitez is in, searching for a second. Benitez, what a save by Lewis. Follow-up chance, centered and missed. Stuffed by Richardson, and another save by Lewis, that time flying to his right. Benitez denied, surely should have been in there for a second goal for himself and a third for Real. It'll be a corner, the 10th corner of the match for Real. But a couple of chances there.
Yeah, and Lewis is absolutely fired up. I mean, that's something that even if he gives up another goal before the game ends, I mean, that's something that he'd absolutely add to his highlight reel. Way to withstand that pressure.
Diego Macias takes the corner from the near side, whips it in. Free in the middle. It gets cleared out only as far as Shepard. His shot was blocked. It's out for Methvin. Bit of a miscontrol. Macias trying to keep the pressure on. 50-50 battle in the middle. Real's going to win it. Methvin absolutely lays out, I believe, Stanley Kinch. And a yellow is shown to the striker. Kinch has been kind of pushed around a bit today defending. It's been a physical game at times. And they're asking for the trainer to come on here and check. But for the moment, Kinch back up to his feet. Well, Holden, this second half has been pretty positive for Flatirons. That little flurry there from Real was certainly scary. Should have been a third goal probably for Benitez. But in the end, they survive. And a couple minutes before that, some of the pressure Flatirons was putting on. What do you think of it here? Can they get that equalizer? Do you see a path to that?
Honestly, I mean, based on what we saw from Real and those 10 corner kicks, I mean, they could have easily been up 5-1, same score that they won with on June 13th. I think the way Flatirons gets back in this game is they have to find control, limit the mistakes, find the right passing lanes. I mean, this has been a lot of pressure on Charlie Lewis in these last 5 minutes. Got to find a way to return that pressure, try to test Benjamin Hurdle. Now this sun is going to be less of a factor as it just barely falls behind these trees.
Flatirons are making a change here. Luke DePep's coming on. Orland Jr. makes way.
Yeah, I mean, this bench for Flatirons is incredibly deep. I think any substitutions that you want to make, you should be more than willing to do. Lucas DePep, been a consistent factor all season. Sort of been taking a little bit more of that bench role, but gets pretty consistent minutes each game. He's going to be a catalyst.
And he really shined during the June 13th meeting at Sturmel against Real. Incredible first half. Had to be taken off at halftime because he put so much into the game, but some incredible switch balls. He was really the guy who created most of the opportunities in that 5-1 loss. Methvin tangled up in the midfield. DePep's first touch was to leave it for Methvin over the top. Here's Garcia too far, and Hurdle does well to head up there and clear. Left wing now, just across the halfway line for Flatirons, able to skip around up the left wing. Curling shot is off the crossbar. Maybe a hand to it from Hurdle. Garcia's on the case now in the box, lifts it back in, headed away. Control touch by Villaputa. Back heels it. Methvin couldn't get a shot off. Still free. Edge of the area. Another shot that's cleared over the top. Too much on that. Villaputa kept it alive for a moment in the box, but the second chance never really broke for them. But my goodness, striking the woodwork there as Flatirons get close here to an equalizer.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the most technically the best shot that we've seen and the best opportunity. Just barely skipped that top bar. Man, Flatirons can continue putting this pressure on.
It was Glowacki up the left wing initially.
Yeah, Glowacki has definitely had his moments throughout the season. And I mean, we'll see what he could do in these final 2 games. I mean, he's been decently quiet, but I mean, you know that at any point off that wing, he can make a huge difference, especially in a game like this.
Flatirons win it back off the Real free kick, but Shepard intercepts right at the midway line far side for Real. He moves it up. Shepard cuts it back. Surrounded, needed an option, dropped it off to Macias. This is won by Methvin. Has options to his right. It's Garcia. Methvin in the box. Methvin, a touch too far, and Hurdle comes out to scoop it. Methvin just overzealous there. And his second or third touch got away from him, and Hurdle could make the stop. All the way back here to backheel shield. Cole Warner. And Lewis can calmly grab it. We've hit just about the hour mark here. And Littleton, 2-1. Some really good chances for Flatirons in the second half. Same for Real. Benitez back on the ball, won back by Villaputa for a moment. And Macias able to force a throw on the far side in the attacking third. 2 more changes coming on for Real. Get those names in just a sec.
Yeah, again, that was a big mistake by Methvin. I mean, I think he scored the lone goal of the game. He's the guy that they've leaned on. But yeah, that extra touch. I mean, you have to be so confident and so just confident in your ability to contain that ball before it just rolls into the goalkeeper's hands. Because if he was just left that a little bit closer to him, I mean, he had his pick of the litter and where he wanted to place that ball.
So it's Miles Patton and Benjamin Shepard making way for Jorge Robles and Liam Rooney. Throws in from the far side. Warner gets dispossessed and a clear far up the pitch. Headed back into the fray. Villaputa now a clear for Flatirons. Right back to Dylan Clark of Real Colorado. Move to the back line. Stanley Kinch will play it all the way back to his keeper, Hurdle. Both teams with some real scrambles in the box created in this second half. Yet no breakthrough. Headed on by Richardson, who had that scare defending Benitez a handful of minutes ago. Took a massive bump to the shoulder, went down, but back up and playing. Real in possession, they can move it around the back line. For Flatirons now, giving up 2 goals. It's 11 consecutive games, all 11 of the season with 2 or more conceded. Real's conceded in every game but 1. Now it was Sisa in their opener back in May, a 3-0 win. Flatirons in possession, left wing. Touched away from Methvin. Another throw coming. See if Luke DePep can get involved up the right wing. Subbing on a few minutes ago. In the box now, awaiting a long throw from Methvin. In his direction, DePep flicks it on. Garcia, chest control, lifts it to no one. Sanchez runs up to grab it. Wasn't quite in position for that. Plays it back Villaputa. Drives in, Villaputa, dispossessed. This is rocketed off Real for a near side throw.
Really liking just the fire that Flatirons has brought to Real's side of the field. Even with some of the mistakes that we've seen, I mean, this is the best positioning they've had since the early parts of this game. Sterling comes in.
Long throw from Methvin. Small little volley there from Glowacki. Really no threat, though, as it deflects and is cleared in the end. Drew Sanchez near side. The right back looks long to Glowacki. Head from Real. Garcia slips it through. Glowacki's in. Glowacki! Oh, he struck it wide. Bailey Rouse can't believe it. Neither can the bench. Oh, man. Glowacki just inches away from drawing it level at 2. Now both teams have had point-blank opportunities in this second half. No score in half number 2. Remains 2-1 to Real. Great ball there from Garcia, who subbed in at halftime. The one change at half. Down Glowacki and almost tied it. Benitez, meanwhile, up the midfield for Real. Good break here. Through ball was stopped by Marcus Beck. Great touch. DePep to Villaputa. Real stay on it. Center to Benitez. Tries to switch the play to Sharp. Here's Dylan Clark, who started June 13th at left wing. Now his left back today made some overlapping runs, though. Benitez chips it over to chest control. Left to Vasquez in the box near side, guarded by Richardson. Vasquez dribbles. Vasquez shoots. Comes off the chest of Garza. Finally, Flatirons clear. Kinch all the way back. Plays it one time to Hurdle. He'll switch it near side. A lot of space for Clark, the left back today. Bit of a loose touch, but stays with it. Real give it away. Right in the midfield. Garza slides to Garcia. Return ball. Garza wanted Garcia back again, but didn't have his head up to see where he was.
I think one of the big differences you're seeing here is that Flatirons just given up on a few plays a little bit too early. We just have not seen that from Real. When Real loses a ball, they are right back on top of it. Flatirons just ceded some costly turnovers, costly mistakes within these last 15 minutes. Just meant Real can reestablish possession.
Benitez through the midfield. Vasquez to Clark. Sends it across near side. It's stopped by Drew Sanchez. Nice defensive play. Out for a corner. 11th corner now for Real Colorado. Had 9 corners in the first half. So again, a set piece for Real. This is one that you can't afford to concede if you're Flatirons here. Trying to rescue at least a point. Only 1 point on the season came June 27th against CISA 3-3. They lost the reverse away fixture back in May 4-2. Both games with 6 goals scored. Again, it's been a troubling defense for Flatirons this year. Looks like Kieran Richardson now is going to come off. Remember, shaken up early in this second half. I believe actually 2 changes are going to be made by Flatirons. Nice to have the subs coming in on the near side for this broadcast. Holden?
Yeah, it's really nice to not have to look all the way across the field, try to get names and numbers down for these guys checking in. Makes it so nice and easy. Jacob Hunter coming in.
So Richardson off. Jacob Hunter, experience with the academy side, comes in to another USL 2 game today. And that second change is going to be Diego Algin on for Garza.
Another guy. This is what happens late in the season. Bench guys get a lot more action. But something I want to point out there, Dylan Clark helping out his teammate Richardson get off the field. Both of them at UCCS.
Crosses in, headed away. Keeping the pressure on here is Real. Jorge Robles. Cross comes in from the left side again, near side. It's cleared out. Can break Glowacki up the left. Methvin, good control. Attacks one-on-one. Methvin on the right foot. Methvin runs into trouble. Ends up getting dumped. No whistle. He'll be slow to get up. Real can slow things down on the midfield. It's a nice turn to beat to Pep. Now to the near side to Clark. He'll slide it for Vasquez. Centered, edge of the area. Robles has a hit, and that curls just wide of the right post. So Lewis could watch it out. It'll be a goal kick. We hit the 69th minute.
Now that Richardson's off the field, I've just counted it up. Real, 4 of their starters are all UCCS, either grads or currently on the roster, and seeing their fellow senior at UCCS, one of the big guys on that D-line out there, Kieran Richardson, go down. I mean, we saw Dylan Clark consoling him on the sideline. He's a rising junior, played a lot with Richardson. I mean, Drew Sanchez, as we know, he's been on that team. Miguel Benitez on the other side. A lot of guys that we've mentioned a lot. Diego Macias, Benitez, Dylan Clark. I mean, the UCCS grads, the UCCS current players have been performing outstanding today.
Far side chipped in. Bit heavy of a touch there from Clark. He was in there in the box, wanted more from that. Throw from the far side for Real in the attacking half. Centered for Robles. Might have room to shoot. Robles to Clark. Up the left wing in the box, sends a cross in. Back post, headed on, saved by Lewis. And the secondary follow-up header was too high for Macias.
Macias had it.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was there, just not tall enough.
He was right there, and that was, I mean, if it was placed a foot lower, I mean, you can't play the ifs and buts game, but.
Switch ball to the right side. It's almost too far. Kept in on the byline. Eventually a whistle for a goal kick just went out there. The attacking player, Werner, was brought down for a moment. Thought he would get a whistle. Goal kick at the end. Still no goals in this second half, but not short of chances. That's for sure.
Again, Werner and Lewis, two rising sophomores at UCCS.
Over the top from Flatirons, looking for Garcia. Played out. It'll be a throw on the near side. Orland Jr. now on the bench. Scoops it up and hands it to Drew Sanchez. Sun pretty much completely set here in Littleton. Lights are on at LPS Centennial Stadium. Right across from a really nice middle school. Really nice. Skipping up the left wing. Cut across the middle. That's cleared out center of the box by Dylan Clark of Real Colorado. Another throw coming far side for Flatirons in the attacking half. Ball sent in, cleared out, and on secondary clear to get it all the way back for Real. Marcus back on the ball. Center back today for Flatirons. Sanchez. Slides it back to Beck as Flatirons work it around the back line. Over the top. Methvin on the chase. Methvin might be there, and he stopped again. Went low, didn't go for the chip, and Hurdle was out to stop it. Incredible showing here from Hurdle. Both goalkeepers in the second half. Long range hit from DePep is blocked. Couldn't keep it in Real, and it's a throw for Flatirons. DePep taking it here.
DePep needed to look for the unselfish play, and that was to dish it out to Drew Sanchez on that wing. He had a lot of space. Could have definitely worked with it.
Throw goes into the box long to Garcia. Gets around his defender. He's pushed down. It's a penalty. Garcia pushed. Penalty. Flatirons. And a chance to level things at 2. We'll see who takes this. Haven't done enough games to know the penalty taker. Holden, do you have an idea? Might stand out. I would guess Methvin, probably.
I do. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't taken a penalty yet this season, so maybe you give it to one of those guys. I mean, I can definitely see.
Or Garcia.
Yeah, I can see Garcia taking this. I can see.
Looks like Methvin is walking up to it, calls off Viaputa.
But then again, Methvin's had a little bit of trouble today in placing these balls when he has the space. Makes you a little bit nervous of him taking this penalty. But then again, nobody's really stepped up to that challenge so far this season. Might as well let the new guy have his shot at it, even it up, get a second.
Here we go. First game in a Flatirons uniform for Methvin. The beautiful curler in the 3rd minute to open the scoring and a chance to level things at 2 against Hurdle. High pressure moment. Methvin right at the top of the box, straight on with the ball. Methvin v. Hurdle to level it at 2. Methvin skies it. Short little stutter run up, and he skied it. Methvin, chance for a second, chance for a leveler, and it's off into the dark sky.
Yeah.
I wonder what the expected goals are now in this second half. Tough one to swallow there for Methvin. Played long by Real Colorado. Viaputa won a header in the midfield, helps up the man he beat. Then a massive collision between Benitez and DePep. DePep's going to get a yellow right at the 40-yard line. So free kick Real, playing on a primarily football field.
Yeah, DePep's been physical all season. I mean, we've seen, I want to say, that exact play where he goes in and takes a guy out right at that 40-yard line, if we're talking in football field terms. But I mean, he's made that play before.
Yeah,
willing to take on a yellow card off the bench. It does mean a free kick opportunity for Real.
He'll give you everything he can. Such a talented player. That time, bit too physical. Free kick, Real. Macias will take it. Swung to Clark on the left wing as Real, all the way pushed up in the attacking half. Build up. Kinch, the center back, drives it forward. Robles on the ball, moves it left wing. Robles has been positive since coming on in the second half. Over the top, Benitez. Missed header initially from Hunter, able to get the clear. Nice bit of defensive work. Clark, shoulder control. Comes out to the near sideline, centers it with Macias. Wearing the captain's armband today for Real. Benitez nearly got around. Centers it back to Macias. Robles. Real Colorado fresh off a 3-2 defeat on Tuesday against Albion. Led 2-1 at one point in that match. Currently, all 3 points in their pocket. Not that it would change their positioning in the division in their final game. Sliding challenge and a yellow. Excuse me. Is that a red?
Oh, that's a red card.
Given to... Trying to see who that was. I think Villaputa is the one shown red. Went studs out. And the head official shows red.
No, I believe it's...
Yes, there's a...
I think it's
different
Jacob.
name.
It's Jacob Hunter.
It is Jacob Hunter, who came on this second half to replace Richardson, who was ailing a bit physically. So Jacob Hunter, primarily with the academy squad this year, gets shown red, and that really dampens any hopes of a leveler or a go-ahead comeback, and a yellow shown to the coaching staff of Flatirons as well. So just kind of all unraveled there in a span of a couple minutes. Hopes of a first win of the season completely out the window, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible. You have to play. At moments like this, you have to play with more passion than you've played. You want to argue a bad call? What's even better than arguing a bad call is doing it on the other end, staying physical, staying alert, staying active. Try to even up the scoreboard, and then you're really playing with fire. But yeah, not having a guy on the field is a rough go for Flatirons.
Officiating crew today: Chris Greer, Mindy Lamboni, Ryder Lohman, and Gerson Marquinha. Referee telling the Flatirons bench to settle down. Certainly a big blow to hopes of any sort of points here on the road against Real Colorado in their penultimate match. Free kick right in the middle of the field on the attacking half.
Yeah, Jacob Hunter's taking a walk on the track right now. I think he just needs to clear his head after what he just saw, but I think this bench just cannot be happy.
Trying to put it to bed. Sharp on his left foot, chips one in, nice control, volleys it, and it's cleared out. DePep came back to defend. Cole Werner trying to get his 5th goal of the season there. Decent effort and a good clear and another corner. It's a dozen corners now for Real Colorado. Macias will take this one again from the near side. Flatirons down a man, crosses in, punched out with the right hand by Lewis. Chasing it is Garcia. Couldn't get to it before Robles. Can Flatirons break? Too far for Methvin. Cleared out. Throw just pushed up into their own end. Villaputa will take it. And one more change coming on for Real Colorado.
Liam Rooney gets back in this game.
Liam Rooney back in. And it is Werner taken off. Back in the midfield in the attacking half for Real Colorado, all red uniforms this evening. Benitez, bit of star in the midfield. Switches it near side. Dylan Clark has options. Clark onto the right foot. Clark splits two. He's brought down at the edge of the area. A whistle, a yellow. It's going to be a dangerous spot for Real to try and put this one to bed with 10 minutes to play. Are they saying that was on whistle against Flatirons?
Yeah, I'm
sure.
I believe it was. I'm not sure. It was outside of the box.
Yeah, is that for simulation maybe?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just didn't like.
I don't know if the official saw a dive or what that was, but Clark was the one that was brought down.
They don't award the free kick.
Not sure who the yellow card went to, but it's a free kick for Lewis. Just a foot in front of his own box. Clears it all the way down. Hurdle will play around for a bit, teasing Methvin, and then eventually cover. It's a strange ruling there. Not that it matters, but
it's nice when the refs have the big microphones so they can just tell you what happened. But fear at this level, that's not an option.
Dylan Clark, near side throw right in front of the Flatirons bench. Flatirons in their white and black uniforms this evening. Lucky Strike sponsor on the front, flicked out off the foot of Sanchez. Throw a bit farther up now for Real, still on the near side. One more change imminent for Flatirons. It'll be Smith-Russell. They try and bring on any more attacking talent to pull something out of this game. Clark gets the throw in. Skipped away just too far for Rooney. Flatirons win it in the midfield. Methvin. They break quickly. They've got numbers. Slid up ahead and cleared. Trying to find Glowacki. Real trying to put the dagger in here. They've got two changes imminent as well. Rooney just stepped over the ball and gives it away. Game's certainly open enough that Flatirons could find a shot goal, but that Methvin penalty is likely going to be their best chance here in the second half to find a goal. They're on the far side for Flatirons. Gets it into Garcia. Couple of step overs. Garcia into the box. Chips around one. Garcia on the right foot. He gets stuffed. Methvin was an option just ahead of him. Garcia holding his left leg. He's slow to get up, slapping the ground. Looks to be in some pain. Real attack the other way. Slid ahead. It's Rooney. It's pushed out by Marcus Beck, and here come the three subs, one on the Flatirons side. Billy Rouse was saying, wait a minute, because I want to see the status of Marcus Garcia. That was promising there. It was him and Methvin, two quick, creative players, and just good intervention defensively. Garcia helped back to his feet. Looks to be in too much pain here to continue, you would imagine.
Yeah, and this is just heartbreaking. I mean, we know Garcia has had some injury troubles this season, and right now, I mean, he can't walk on that right leg. He's keeping it nice and high, but that's probably going to end his game, possibly his season. As we know, season finale for Real Colorado. Flatirons still has one game of the season next Saturday at Atletico Union, but Marcus Garcia, he's just angry on this sideline, angry that he has to go down at an important moment like this. Going to get that leg worked out by a trainer.
Real's two changes, Jacob Holan and Bodie Curtis, as Dylan Clark, the left back, kind of turned left winger in the second half, taken off. First touch for Bodie Curtis. It's a long ball to the right side, far side. Flatirons able to win it up that wing. Sent ahead to Glowacki, but stopped into the path of DePep. Slides it via Puda. Couple of nice touches up to Methvin on the right wing. Methvin Trying to get around, gets pushed out by Benitez. Methvin gets to it on the byline. Methvin centers it. It's stopped by Hurdle. He tried to go near post.
Yeah, having one less player only makes that much more challenging, especially for a player like Methvin who has found opportunity all day and just been unable to capitalize.
Ball goes out on the near side for Real. It's going to be a throw for Flatirons. They get it in quickly. Working against the clock now and down a man. Jacob Hunter studs out challenge off with a red. Didn't sub on too long before that as well. Real don't need another goal to close this one out, but would certainly be an emphatic way to finish it off. Working it up the far side, right wing. It's going to be a Real throw right at the center line. For Real, can't do much in terms of moving up the Mountain Division. There's a 10-point gap to Albion in third. Can cut it to 7. They lost to Albion 3-2 on Tuesday. Mentioned they led 2-1 for some of that match.
And Real was competitive until they sort of got really eliminated from playoff contention. And then they went on this 0-3-1 slide in the last 4 games. And that's been their whole season.
Yeah.
I mean, they started 4-3. Just even 3 losses in this Mountain Division can mean the difference between having a shot at the playoffs and being eliminated. And that's just the reality.
Saw that with Albion. 1 win, 1 draw in Real Colorado's last 5. Both times they picked up points against Atletico Union. You mentioned that's the final Flatirons match of the year on the road. They led that match at home at Sturmel for a while until Atletico Union took it 2-1 in the end. Ball sent through. It's stopped by the center back Curtis off the bench. One more break here. Real again try to sink the dagger up to Brian Vasquez up the left wing. Help comes, double team on Vasquez. Vasquez been a time wasting here, gets shoved off the ball as he kept it right in on the sideline. Good header by Kinch to win it back into the attacking half for Real. It's a tough little challenge there from Diego Algin and some shoving. Algin shoves the back of Eduardo Macias. Still some shoves right at the 30-yard line of the Flatirons end. Algin with a hefty challenge here. Wasn't happy with whatever was said or done after that. Certainly hate to see this at the end of a, don't want to say meaningless game, but not much at stake. Just keep it cool. Don't cause any true drama here.
It's not only that, but I want to say that there are 3 overlapping schools between these 2 teams. I mean, you have got guys on both teams playing at MSU Denver. You have guys on both teams playing at UCCS. You have guys on both teams who have played high school ball together, and getting into a silly fight like that off of a bench guy coming in for these last couple minutes, I mean, in a game that means nothing in playoff standings, I mean, you just got to finish this game off clean. If you're down a man, you want to play the cleanest ball possible so at least you can go home with your heads held high with 1 game left in the season. The yellow card's given out here.
Yeah, given to Stanley Kinch, the Real center back. Referee still trying to figure everything out. He's having a word between Algin and Macias, the 2 that initially got to fighting. Luckily, no actual punches thrown, just some impassioned shoves. Yellow card shown there to Algin. And certainly a frustrating way to close out this game for Flatirons. 2 minutes plus stoppage time.
Yeah, they showed yellow cards to Algin and the offending player on the Real side. I think it's equal punishment all around, as well as that one to Kinch as well. I mean,
it's a hefty book there. The referee's keeping.
Yeah,
lots of names in there.
Yeah, and that you still thinking back to that red card. I mean, really nothing's gotten past these refs today. I think they've been active on calls, and you can disagree with that or agree with that. Either way, that's the reality. And
ball rolling again. It's out for another Real throw. Near side, pushed up.
Yeah, can't say that Flatirons has benefited off the calls too much tonight, but again, maybe 6 minutes left to play if you're lucky.
Center to Macias. Great little 1-2 play in the midfield. Now out to the near side. Benitez slides it ahead. Vasquez touches it further to Robles. Nice sliding tackle by Sanchez that time. Viaputa trying to skip around on the near side. Real keep it in, keep the pressure on Benitez as they try and see out this 2-1 win. Vasquez, good body feint. Centers it for Macias. That 3-2 loss on Tuesday against Albion. Scored in the 45th and 46th minutes to go ahead, but squandered it all in the span of 10 minutes, with Albion scoring 2 minutes apart in the 53rd and 55th. It's a terrible loss. This one's driven near post, hit side netting. Trying to beat Lewis, but watches that by.
And each game you think that Flatirons is going to bring a little bit more fire and have a little bit more to play for. I mean, they're playing Real Colorado on their home turf in a game that is their season finale. And then, I mean, you played a tough team in CISA, a team that was playing tough after taking a lot of losses this season and just unable to overcome. I think you give one more chance in the next game on Saturday on your season finale. But
one more corner from the far side from Real Colorado, straight up at the edge of the 6-yard box. It's headed in. Referee waves it off as Lewis was absolutely hounded there on his goal line. So you've seen 2 corner goals now waved off immediately by the head official. DePep throws it off the back of Benitez to get it back at his feet off a throw-in pushed up near side. And shoulders a player down. Macias, that was a hefty shoulder from DePep. Some frustration unleashed. 1 minute into stoppage time. Can't be much more. Well, I suppose there were quite a few incidents that could add some time, but not sure how much this official will want to give. Now a yellow coming. Not sure to who.
It's looking like to coaching staff.
Yeah, just the general bench, I guess.
I mean, that's general bench's second yellow. No, I mean, what do you do here? I think the game's gonna get called and a red card given out. Oh my goodness gracious!
So second red of this game.
It's going to Diego Macias, no?
I guess. I'm not sure why it would. I really don't understand why he would get a red there. He comes off. So I guess Real now down a player. So it's 10v10, 2 minutes into stoppage time. Robles gets it working again off the free kick, driven to the right wing far side. Maddox Madrid drags it up the left wing for Flatirons. Trying to conjure something late. All the way back, Drew Sanchez. How much time left to play? It's a mystery. This referee has been active today. Over the top, Jacob Methvin is in. Methvin on his left foot, he gets shut down. It's out, though, for what should be a corner. Yeah, Methvin, when he gets that ball in the right spot, is deadly. Just hasn't been able to finish off a chance yet.
From the red card to the injuries that we've seen on the field, I mean, maybe you have a minute left of stoppage time. I mean, that's if the ref is being generous, but I think could be looking at.
Yeah, this should be the last action of the game.
Yeah.
Corner coming from the far side. The dark corner with the sun gone now. Last gasp from Flatirons to salvage a point, driven in, headed away. Still in the box momentarily, flicked further to Drew Sanchez, who can keep the pressure applied. 10v10. Viaputa lifts it back to the edge of the area. Methvin was offside, couldn't do anything about that. Cleared out by Real Colorado. It's a throw on the far side for Flatirons, pushed up about 10 yards into the attacking half. Nice bit of skill around a defender. Driving forward, leaves it for Methvin. That's cleared again. Methvin just surrounded. To the near side, Sanchez on the back line. One-touch pass to Marcus Beck, the center back. Switch to the left side. Flatirons have only picked up 1 point on the season. Can they steal a point late here? Methvin's missed penalty is what really stings in this second half for Flatirons. Both teams not short of chances in this second 45. Throw comes in to Algene. Switches it to the left side. Back to Beck, the center back. Sanchez on the near side. Lifts it in. Methvin over the top. Headered to the arms of Hurdle, the keeper. That was a vital header there from Kinch. Methvin might have been able to get a touch to that if not for the header. We'll see if after this goal kick, that is all this game has written. Referee having a word with Kinch and the keeper. I feel like he's created some of the drama himself, if I'm not being too harsh there. He's had a lot to deal with, but some of these moments I just don't quite understand what's going on the field. Of course, we're all the way up here, but it does feel like the game at points has gotten away from him.
At a certain point, you have to step away as a ref, and I think this ref in specific has had a really tough task today, but I think at a certain point, when you're trying to officiate a game that's just been sort of nonstop, you have to find a way.
Still bewildered by the Macias red card. Not sure how he was given a red, but we play on here. Flatirons, chest control to Villaputa, lifts it over the top. Nobody back there. It's 5 red shirts. Another clear by Kinch over the top all the way back to Lewis. We've played 5.5 added minutes. How much longer? Is there another chance on the cards here? Over the top, Smith-Russell gets dropped, no whistle. Far side, miscontrol by Maddox Madrid. Actually kept it in, throw one in the end. I mean, there needs to be some stoppage time, but at a certain point here, how much do you allow? This should be the final push.
You've given out 2 red cards.
Yeah.
There's a 10-on-10 game. How much more time do you need?
Long ball from Drew Sanchez goes all the way out. Goal kick for Real Colorado. This should be just about it. It's a win that will take Real Colorado from 13 to 16 points. Come from behind win as well. 3rd minute. It was Methvin with a right foot curling top corner. But then 2 goals before the half-hour mark to take the lead from Real Colorado. And a flurry of chances on both sides in this second half. Referee blows his whistle to get this goal kick sent away. Driven high to the center line. Header from DePep to the left wing. Methvin couldn't get to it. Sent further. Rooney up the right wing far side for Real Colorado. Takes it all the way to the corner flag. Tried to shield it, but it got won by Flatirons. Driven up the middle. Villaputa. Could be one last break. I've been saying that for a while, though. DePep. Almost lost it in the midfield. Villaputa turns. Sends it to Sanchez. One-time pass up to Glowacki. Comes out into the stands off a clear. Throw for Flatirons on the near side. Still short of a win this season. Just 1 point for Flatirons FC. Almost 8 minutes of stoppage time played. Lifted. Near wing, right wing to Sanchez, able to keep it in with a chest control. Sanchez chips in across, edge of the area. Oh, driven in! What a hit! What a goal! It's 2-2! It's Glowacki! 8 minutes into stoppage time. Oh, what a volley, bar down.
And I would be shocked if Real Colorado does not argue that this game should have been called minutes ago.
Oh my goodness, what a hit. Edge of the area. Came free at an incredible volley. And now everything that's happened before this becomes a lot more prominent. The red cards, the added time, because of that goal. So it's still not going to be a win for Flatirons, but they do get a point out of this their second point of the year, unless there's more time to be played. Certainly maybe a few seconds for the goal and the celebration.
Yeah,
but not much.
It just really can't be much at this point.
Macias in the midfield gets around a couple of defenders. He's pushed off the ball by DePep. It's a whistle. It's going to be a free kick. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a card. Probably not, because I think it would have been a second yellow. So we keep saying one last, but this really should be one last set piece here for Real Colorado. Offset to the right from the box, about 10 yards behind the area. And again, pretty good angle to send this in as everyone pushes up for the team in red. Trying to steal it back. Cross in from Rooney. High lifted cross. It goes all the way through. Flatirons player gets dumped down. And the official calls it full time after 100 minutes. And it's Glowacki's miracle volley that sets this one at a draw in the end, 2-2. What a match today. Final game of the season for Real Colorado. Penultimate match for Flatirons FC. And it was a pleasure to be here, Holden Buckley. Great game. Crazy finish. 2 red cards in the end. And enough space for Glowacki to send in a worldie and salvage a point for Flatirons, their second point of the season.
I mean, this is the dramatics that you'd expect to see out of a soap opera. I mean, 2 red cards. You go 8 minutes into stoppage time to even up the score in the penultimate game of the season. You couldn't write it better with a script. I mean, this is a win for Flatirons in my book.
No
I mean,
doubt.
you've
doubt.
had your ups and downs all season. The tie against CISA sort of felt a little bit like a loss, but this one, the guys should feel happy and proud of just the sheer effort and control they had within those final couple minutes just to keep pushing. It's so easy when you approach the end of stoppage time to just stop giving it your all, but Flatirons, unreal. The effort, the heart in this team cannot be denied. So they get their second tie of the season.
And if they hadn't done that, this would have been a third game in which you led at one point and you end up losing the match. They get a point in the end. Glowacki's volley, insane finish, 2 red cards, and 10 minutes of stoppage time to let it all happen. 2-2 the final from Littleton at LPS Centennial Stadium. As for Holden Buckley to my left and everybody else a part of the broadcast crew, I'm Sam Johnson saying so long from Littleton, Colorado. It finishes 2-2. Flatirons get a point on the road against Real Colorado. So long.